All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Here we go. We're back after the draft. We gave it a couple minutes. We sat back and we had to think about it. We didn't want to do too big a reaction. We did the live show. Everybody was so sad, disgusted, and busted that the Commanders would trade out from number 11 to number 16.
Yeah.
It took a minute for us to get ourselves together, but we're back. We're here. We're going to tell you what we think about it. It's going to be good, or it could be bad. Depends. We haven't talked about it. But like we always say, listen, I'm the Deacon. This is my boys, Big Al and Trey Z. This is what we do once a week, so welcome to the conversation. Fellas, let's get it. Let's get it.
Corners be runners, out of towners be straight up corners. In DC, the gay corpse, dirty Cadillacs, Desert Eagle cannon blast. Watch your back. Even the hood rats, keep it real where the hood's at. Swinging wooden bats at your so-called cats. You know how we roll, y'all get up in the back. Roll call in the back, stole the Bama, watch your ass go flat.
In DC, where you got chickens that make it harder to get them digits, the skins and them cowboy tickets.
In DC, the gay corpse, dirty Cadillacs, Desert Eagle cannon blast. Watch your back.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Trey still got this little me mug on him. Yeah, I think he's a little upset. But we're gonna get into it anyway. We're gonna get into it. Listen, we had the draft last Thursday. Depending on when the moderators drop this at Facebook, who knows when you'll be seeing it. But listen, we put it out the week after Thursday. All right, so don't blame us. Now, as far as the draft's concerned, personally, I was kind of disappointed when we went from when we traded back. Listen, it was a clear favorite there, no matter who dropped to number 11. Garrett Wilson was gone, Drake London was gone, but Chris Olave was sitting right there waiting on us to pick it. And we said no. We traded back with Saints, got 2 picks out of it, which, whatever. And then we traded back to number 16 where the Saints were, and we got Johan Dotson. Now, I was upset, and I would say that it's partly my fault because I was so enamored with the top 3, or even say top 4, because James Williamson was sitting there. And he got a bum knee, but he was sitting there, and he got game. So I didn't know anything about Josh Doctson. So, when he picked him, I was like, what? What is going on with this pick? And you could see it in everybody's face. It was bad. But over the past week, and this is why we don't do quick reaction videos, because we want to give y'all our true feelings about what this is. And mine is, after watching his tape, after watching his film, after watching the games, he's a slot receiver. He's 5'10". This guy's going to be a slot receiver. And I say that because he has good hands and he runs the route tree. He can run every pattern there is on the route tree. That's good for us because I'm assuming we're letting Humphreys take a walk. Because technically they just signed another dude, and another cat that nobody really knows about. Do y'all know his name?
Akers or something like that.
Carolina, that's all we know.
Akers or something like that.
Everybody from Carolina.
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 Yeah, but he's not bad. I mean, Alex Erickson is his name. So he's just. First of all, I thought he was a camp
returner. He's not a slot receiver.
But we need a punt returner. There are projected.
We had Carter.
I know, but we don't have no more. We didn't want to pay him money. So this is the guy that's going to take his spot. But I'm assuming they are thinking that Dotson will be starting because that's what they're talking about. They're talking about him like he's going to be a starter, man. And if it's your first pick, number 1 pick in the draft needs to be a starter. You can't be just somebody floundering. We need a starter at number 1. Everybody's saying that this dude has the best hands in the draft. And you can tell when he catches the ball, he's a hand catcher, man. That's what all I wanted. I wanted somebody who caught with their hands. That's why I like Drake London, other than him being so big. He caught with his hands. And you need that in the NFL, man. You need somebody who can snatch the ball out the end. And even though Josh Dotson is 5'10", he gets up. He's like a little basketball player. That dude can rise. And if you watch his tape, I think I'm okay with the pick. From here on in, he's my guy because he's on my team and he's going to be starting. So I'm okay with the pick now. I feel better. I had time to fill it out, let the enzymes rise and all that stuff. So what do y'all think? Josh Dotson.
Well, I go first, Trey Z. Dotson. I was disappointed like we all were. We moved back to 16 and we moved out of the area where I call special players, the people that was projected to make plays, has a high ceiling to make plays. And Dotson was out of that loop, reportedly by all the experts. His ceiling is not as high. He's an older guy. I think he's a 5-year player for Penn State. So he's a little bit older guy, very experienced, should be able just to fill in and play right away. His floor is high. His ceiling is not as high as what we would want in Olave and all the other guys that were there at 11. So that was disappointing because I was looking for somebody special.
Right.
I
can't miss.
Can't miss, special to make, be a playmaker, sell tickets and all that kind of stuff like that. Where Dotson, just by his tape and his ability, he's a good guy. He's gonna, like you say, gonna play slot. He reminds me of Crowder a little bit. I don't know if y'all remember Crowder a couple of years ago we had. That's the kind of guy he reminds me of. You know what I'm saying? He's a Crowder type of guy. Who's a good player. Crowder was a good player. I mean, really good player. Now, is he a special guy? No, Crowder wasn't. And I don't think this guy Dotson's going to be a special guy. I think he's going to be a good player that can play the slot, like Deacon said, and move the chains. Every once in a while, break a tackle or two and make a play for us. But I don't think he's going to be special. But he's a good pick, and he will play for us. He will be on that field for us and give us some production.
I think that everybody sitting here right now took the time to find love in the Volkswagen Bug that your parents bought you at the age of 16.
Well, when it's true, love can also make a fool out of you.
That's right. You wanted a car, and you got a car. So you find that, the
punch buggy.
Yeah.
As soon as you call out punch buggy, you want to punch the person closest to you.
I think that sound that it makes is actually sexy. You're saying all these things, knowing that at 11, where we had and how many players at that moment was still available. And I'm not just talking offense. I'm not talking just receiver either. I'm just talking about it was a lot, fellas.
There was a lot of players there.
There's a lot of players there. A lot of special
you
players.
Me to sit here right now and look you in the face and say, Mr. Dotson was the perfect pick.
No.
Going back to 16 to get him? Absolutely not. However, I'm excited about him. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to also understand that what player in the draft cannot improve the Commanders? I'm just being real. I mean, we're at that point, fellas. You know what I'm saying? That there wasn't too many players that was like, oh man, he's just not going to help us. Everybody,
according to your coach, hey Trey, I'm going to cut you off. According to your coach, we're ready to go. He picked these players because he's ready to take the next big step up. And these players are the guys that's going to help him take. He was looking for fill-ins. According to your coach.
Got you.
Plug and play.
Plug and play.
That's all going to be something that I want to see. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to see that. We haven't been in 11 in a long time.
Yeah, no.
and I don't, and hopefully, if he's right, then we won't see 11 next year. We'll be at the bottom, right? But honestly, fellas, I will go ahead and say that a mayo sandwich is better than no sandwich. Absolutely. But what I'm not going to do is sit here and pretend that I'm over the fact that at 11 we went back to 16 to get Dotson. I just don't see it. I wasn't concerned about our receiving core to the point where that's what we needed at 11. Maybe if we went and got that linebacker out of Georgia, I would have been like, okay.
You didn't think I was gonna find you, did you? But I got you now. I'm gonna bust your gut open and watch you die.
Maybe if we did something that really just was immediately impactful. You know, I don't necessarily see, unless he's going to be so elite class. Yes, he can catch with his hands, but guess what? It's the NFL, Deacon. You just basically said that somebody catching with his hands is special. In the NFL, you know how many wide receivers is out there right now that can catch with their hands, and we're acting like this guy is the best. He's Spider-Man. Okay. Come on, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not dissing Dotson. He's going to improve this team. He's not a Sims. Remember Sims? That's what I see. I see a little guy that Sims couldn't do. Sims couldn't catch a cold. I'm talking about little Sims, not tall Sims. Little Sims. We always saw the potential in him. He couldn't catch nothing. Dotson's going to be him. Now he can catch.
He can catch, yeah.
I think he's going to kill it. I think the man's going to come. You know, the funny thing is, he was watching the basketball game when he got
because he said he
didn't think he was gonna pick that 16.
Who would have thought? He didn't even think. So,
that's right.
Let me finish. So lastly, again, I want to make sure that I say this. At the end of the day, we're forced to trust in Ron. We trust again, and I'm going to go ahead and say that because I did look at the tape and I was definitely not mad. Like, I was like, okay, you know, he's going to be impactful and he's going to have to step up immediately. Absolutely. Right. But
you know, the good thing about it is, and you say that we probably didn't need that position as much. Look at how many injuries we had at that position last year and the year before. So depth is a must on every position.
17 wide receivers that can kind of do what Dotson do, that did it when they was drafted, that has played in the NFL probably about 3 to 4 years, that would do it for nachos and a good parking spot right now. So I'm being real with you. In free agency today. So I hear you. We in Washington tend to make all of our draft picks special.
Hey, Trey.
Yeah. Sadiq Charles.
We tried that and we picked up Alex Erickson. we don't have no money.
Alex Erickson.
Dawson was cheap.
Alex Erickson is exactly what I'm saying. He's going to come in and do like what Big Al said 2 years back. He's going to be able to fall forward on a punt return instead of going backwards. Yeah. It's all that it is, but that's not. I'm just.
Hopefully you're wrong. Hopefully you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong. Matter of fact, I hope that Ron Rivera is a genius.
He has to be.
Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
And him and Mayhew have come up with, what's that movie with Brad Pitt? The Money Pit.
Oh, yeah.
And they come up with all these players that like, you gonna pick him? Because the data says this. I hope and pray that's what we're doing right now, man. Come game 5.
You know.
I want you to save this, Deacon. What's today's date? Cinco de Mayo for those of you who are watching. And right now, we want to say happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. And why don't you press the like button 5 times? That means hit it so that you know that you like this channel, that you subscribe. You can hit that too, so that could be one of the 5. And then at the end of the day, make sure you share that with your friends. But at the end of the day, on game 5, on Cinco de Mayo 5, I want you to pull this up right here, because I'm telling you, if things ain't changed by that point, it's going to be a different. And I'm very pleasant.
Number 2 pick, number 47. We got, how you say his name? Flaring?
Right.
Fedarian Mathis.
Fedarian Mathis.
I haven't heard everybody say it, so.
Fedarian.
Another big boy in the middle from Alabama. We like that Alabama line, baby. That defensive Alabama line is what we got. So he's a big boy.
315 pounds.
Wearing number 98, and he plays the run. Now, He had 1 sack for Petula last year. Well, 1 sack, yeah. And he had 8 sacks or 9 sacks last year. So he really came out of his shell, or he knew he was about to get drafted and he wanted to raise his stock up, so he played hard. Either way, he's a big boy, fill in the middle. He plays the run good. We need that. We need him to come on strong because
he replaced himself.
He's replacing Payne next year.
Well, next year.
Payne, so we need this guy to play strong this year and be able to move on, so we don't have to draft somebody else at that position next year. So I mean, I wasn't real excited about the pick, but it was a position that was needed because of what we losing and what we have lost already. So we got to backfill that line. So it wasn't sexy, but it was a pick.
All right. So again, another guy with a high floor and a low ceiling. He's an older cat. He's been in Alabama for 5 years again. Senior, captain of the Alabama defense. A key contributor. He's for the Alabama defense. He definitely raised his sack level up this year. I was a little disappointed in this pick. That is a need pick for us, Deacon and Trey, but I felt like, again, there were special players on the board that we could have got. They're a little bit higher ceiling, at multiple different positions that we needed. Linebacker was one of them. The boy from Georgia, Trey, was still there at that time. You know what I'm saying? He was still there. He ended up going to Philly, like 84, you know what I'm saying? So Philly draft was off the hook. But
Philly beat the brakes out of the NFC East on the draft.
Yeah.
They beat the brakes out the draft. Like, yo, y'all, if anybody's worth anything, we're going to find out next year.
Yeah, well, this guy, like I said, will be a contributor to our team in a rotational system with Payne and Allen. Hopefully he can, do what we think he's going to do. He seems to be another person that plug and play because our boy Ron say we are ready for 11-7 or, playoff position. We're ready.
Yeah.
So this guy's going to be a key contributor to get us into the playoff. He's going to be a filler for us. He drafted for need and fillers. And this is another guy that's a filler. He wasn't a person that they're expecting to make, all pro or anything like that. This guy was a filler. And I felt like at the 47th pick, we could have got a special player, but that's what Ron went a different way. Hey, he's on our team now. We got to support. And I hope he does exactly what Ron says he's going to do, or maybe even better. You never know. It's all a crapshoot. You never know.
Yeah.
Trey, what you got on the defensive alignment, man?
Yeah, ditto. I think he's here. I support him. He's definitely going to be an impact player immediately because, we got to get somebody to fill in for these guys when they get in and get tired. And he's that guy. That's why I said more sellers than I know what Deacon is saying, and I believe that's true too. But he's more sellers right now. He's just that guy to come in and make sure that they keep up the pressure if there's going to be any pressure on the opposite team. And they got this guy out of Alabama. That's what they like. This is what it is. The end. I mean, all proof is in the pudding when it comes to defensive linemen, man.
That was number 47. Number 3 pick in the third round pick, number 98, 99, 98, was the running back, Brian Robinson. I believe I was the only one to pick one right.
That was your pick.
That was the only dude. That was the only dude we got picked out of all 3.
They got off all the boards that we had.
Yeah.
So now I like this guy, man. He runs hard, and all I wanted was somebody to get that 1 or 2 yards. But he is better than that.
Hey, man, is Barber still signed to someplace?
Yeah, the Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders.
We good with that, man. This guy's better than Barber.
He's
better than Barber, man. He got
shout out to my cousin Barber. Shout out.
He's fast. He runs hard, and he knows the position. I think that's gonna.
He doesn't fumble.
Doesn't fumble. Hey.
Ouch,
if you don't send AG up the middle, he won't fumble either. So we're not gonna send him up the middle no more.
That's 2 ouches. Ouch.
So I think this guy's gonna be again an every game player. He's gonna be in the game every game. He's probably not gonna be starting, but he's going to be in the game for maybe half or a third at least because he's just that valuable. I mean, you don't pick running backs at 1 and 2 anymore. So him falling to 3. And this is the pick that we got from the Saints that we got for number 11.
Yep.
So that did come in handy because we didn't have a 3rd round pick. Although this was the last pick in the 3rd round, he's almost a 4th round. But it was a good pick at that spot, man. And I'm with it. I'm with it. This guy's a gamer.
Running backs. Hey, man, again, some defensive tackles and running backs falling, right next to that. We're going to see on the field. I like our running back. If he is what Deacon says he is, then I like our running back team, our squad. And I like it. I like what we got. We got a couple of shifting in plays. Hopefully we get an offensive line that can open some holes up for him. I'm with it. That wasn't much to say on that guy. Matter of fact, probably more excited about the running back than I am on number 1. Only because, like I said, when we know that AG will drop it and or get hurt, McKissick is coming back from injury. To have somebody stable in the background that our new veteran quarterback can hand that ball off, because I think play action was underutilized. This is what we got. So I'm cool.
That was one of the things they mentioned.
My man Peterson is still on the squad. So, hey, homie, come on out, homie.
Scott Turner.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Scott Turner, you got it. Hey, man, me and Scott.
It wasn't a coach's draft. Are they going to have a coach's draft this year?
Look, Scott Turner got his team, man. No excuses, Scott.
No excuses, Scott.
Biggest supporters. You got your team. You got your slot receiver. You got your 2 big bruising backs. You got speed. You got your speed at the outside. If you get Logan Thomas back, you got your big tight end back with a strong arm quarterback. Scott Turner.
What's
it's
up?
Time to earn your paycheck.
Curtis Samuels, they say, is healthy and ready to go.
That's
what I heard.
My man.
Curtis Samuels, man. Woo.
My man. Right. So Scott Turner, we ready, baby. Let's see what you got, baby. Pull out that playbook. I know you got it in you, man. One of your biggest supporters, Scott Turner. You ready, baby?
Before we go any further, let's just show this little thing here. We got speed since Al mentioned speed. We got speed, baby. These boys are fast on the outside.
Yeah.
For everybody under 4'4", man.
Yeah.
So we got some speed on the outside. We got speed in the running back room. So
yeah. And think about it, we got De'Ami Brown running like that too.
Yeah, De'Ami.
He's on the bench.
4'4".
Yeah, he's on the bench. So hey, Scott, we ready, baby. Let's plot that playbook. I know you got it in you. Let's do it, baby.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the 4th round at number 113. Safety. Percy Butler. Now, personally, I like Brisker better, but he was gone. He went like 3 picks earlier. So he almost fell to us. I don't know nothing about Percy Butler, but they say the boy can play. They said they're going to be using him as a Buffalo nickel. So that kind of tells you that they're probably not going to re-sign Landon Collins. Because I was hoping that he would come back for maybe like $1 million.
Really?
Hey, listen, in the Buffalo nickel up close, as long as he ain't playing safety, he's all right. Our team flourished.
The Buffalo nickel really is a linebacker.
Right, that's what he was playing. He was playing the Buffalo
weak
nickel
side linebacker
spot. Hey, you don't want to put him on the strong side. You hide him where you can hide him. But this dude is a little thin, 190 pounds. He tackles though. He's not averse to tackling.
College kids.
Yeah. So,
college kids.
What can you do? Hey, he probably get hurt. He probably get hurt by halfway through. But whatever. You got to put some weight on. But I don't know nothing about this kid. They just say that Ron said in the interview that he's going to be playing at least a third of the downs.
You know the big safety was there at 11. Just to let you know that.
Which one?
Hamilton?
Hamilton was there at 11.
He went to Baltimore, didn't he?
Yeah, he went to Baltimore.
But
that
he
was
Percy.
4th round?
Yeah. No, he was there at 11.
11. We could have got him at 11. Yeah. Well, Percy Butler is a speed guy. He's a true free that can play Buffalo nickel. He's a hitter, but he actually is a true free. I did a little research on him. He is a little small frame guy. He's like 190 pounds, about 5'11", but he runs a 4.3, and he has a lot of a free safety that's blazing, really, a free safety. So apparently,
track team.
Yeah, we got a track team. Apparently, he could play deep free, and supposedly he kept people from going over the top with that speed. Then he came down and hit you too. The issue is that he's a little light in the frame. That's why he went so low. He's light in the frame. That's why he went. He wasn't a high. He was a 4th round pick because he was light in the frame. But he's a speed guy. Basically, a speed guy. They say he can even play slot too. You know, a corner slot. Because with all that speed, we'll see. Yeah. But you know, if he can get some weight on, some muscle on, maybe not this year be a starter. This year they're talking about put him in a nickel situation or dime situation and let him play that deep free or come and play that safety spot. He's not going to be a starter. He's going to be a filling guy. Special teams too. He's a really good gunner. So it's a special teams guy.
Well, Al, I mean, I was listening to Ron in his interview about this guy, and he said that he's not going to be playing the gunner because he's too valuable. They're going to be paying him in the Buffalo nickel 50% of the time. They said they're in Buffalo nickel 50% of their plays. He said, 50%.
How about put Cam Curl in the nickel, Buffalo nickel spot and just do that free?
They say Cam Curl going to be in the safety spot, man. He's going to be in the back. He's not going to be playing up. I'm just telling you what.
I've heard rumors that you bring back Collins for, like you said, for tacos and hot dogs.
We are in DC, baby. The wings is good. They make you stay around a little bit.
We'll see, man. I don't think this guy's going to be a contributor. Like I said, he's not going to. I think he's too small to frame.
Yeah, that's possible. I'm just saying what Ron said. That's all.
Yeah, I think he's too small to play that type of Buffalo nickel, man. You got to have at least a little 20 pounds on you to be able to hit his back.
He got to go some weight. He's
going
to break his up.
Wings, man. Get you 20 pounds, baby.
That's what I'm saying.
Vegan is right. Hey, them wings brought London Fletcher back to the Commanders. Hey, why wasn't he in Philly? He said, because them wings, baby. Fries, salt, pepper, ketchup.
Well, listen, our next, do you want to say something about
let's go, Deacon. Come on,
man.
Okay,
so our next pick is actually a trade. And we traded the number 4 pick that we had and the number 6 for this number 5 pick, which we picked up quarterback Sam Howell from the University of North Carolina. This is a project. At this point, everybody's a project from here on in. You know, the rest of our picks, all projects, okay?
Right.
The good thing is that he's not pressured to start. That's not what he's a little inaccurate. He has to grow in his abilities as a quarterback before he can touch the field. Right now, he's not better than Heineke. So he has to grow. He's bigger than Heineke. He has a better arm, but he's not even as accurate as Heineke right now.
Right.
But he's a project. So let's say Carson Wentz works out. You give him 2 or 3 more years. This guy should be ready. If he's not ready in 2 or 3 years, then you might as well go ahead and start drafting another quarterback because he's not going to be ready. So, I mean, I didn't mind the pick. Obviously, we need a quarterback, another quarterback. We still had holes to fill, but it was the value was there. The value, we got to see what he got, man. Obviously, he's a flyer, but he had a good 2021 season when he had De'Ami Brown and all the people that went to the NFL from North Carolina. Yeah. And last year, he had to carry the team, so he's going to get a different result. But I think he's at least a good backup, I think, or will be a good backup. What he is right now.
Yeah, it's another guy with his floor was actually low, but he has a high ceiling. You know what I'm saying? He has all the arm talent you want to be. He's actually a pretty good runner. He had 800 yards rushing the ball.
Not bad.
He had a strong arm. He can throw the ball. He had a great season when he had De'Ami Brown and all the good, So he can throw. Quick release. He has all the talent to develop into a good quarterback. But do we have the coaching staff to get him there? I don't know. but he has all the talent to get involved to the. I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there.
I don't actually think this coaching staff is going to be around.
Right, right. So he has all the talent to develop into something. He's a 5th round pick at this time, like Deacon said. You know, hey, these are all the projects around this time. Hey, man, why not? Why not? What you think, Trey?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad of a deal. I mean, that round 5 is where you get creative. You know what I'm saying? You go for what it is. You know, it's round 5, man. You know, this is where it's maker. You know, it is or it ain't. I just want to say that Willis was early, but hey, guys,
he was there late too.
Yeah, was he at 5? I don't know. I can't remember.
No, not at 5. He got a 4. Man.
So he was at our running back pick. So it's interesting, and he said some things that I was like, oh Lord, when we see him, it's gonna be nasty, because he was like, I remember this. I'm about to show y'all. Anyway, but our quarterback is Howell. He's perfect. He's a good 3rd string back quarterback. Heineke is the 2nd. You know, of course, your boy Wentz is 1st. And then our other cat, what's that? Kelly, whatever he is, practice squad. Yeah, good. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break, because you know. These the next 3 guys. You know, we don't. They're flyers. It's really no.
Let's just do the next 3 guys rapid fire. Let's go. Rapid fire.
5th round, 149 tight end Cole Turner from Nevada.
Right.
7th round, 230 pick O-line Chris Paul. Not
got
Chris
him.
Paul for the basketball from Tulsa.
Uh-huh.
And then you got number 7th round again. Our last pick, 240 cornerback Christian Holmes
right.
from Oklahoma. He's gonna make the team.
The squad.
No.
His red jersey there. He was like,
he's making the team. And every last pick we ever pick always makes the team.
Right. So?
We get enamored with those guys, man. And he's offensive lineman, which you can't go wrong.
What the tight end, the Cole Turner, he is 6'6" or 6'7".
Yeah, but he's
jump ball type. Fade pattern, Tracy. The fade, baby.
The fade.
You never know. I mean, he's a flyer. He does have, he's a big guy. I was listening to his interview. Start off as a wide receiver basketball player. He posts you up. He's going to do the big guy thing, and we need big guys too. So he might have a small chance to make the team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we only have one big receiver, and that's Cam Curl and Logan Thomas. So
we only have 2 tight ends too.
Yeah. A 6th round linebacker at that point, I thought would have been a better pick. Yeah. Any at that point. Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I hear, they feel like they're comfortable with Holcomb at the mic. They think that our boy from last year, Davis, is going to be better. But I'm still not getting any depth that I can name that I'm like, okay, I would like to know that we have a guy coming out the draft, young guy, push the others or whatever, and maybe we would, benefit from it. Tight end was just that the position-wise was just not my choice at the moment. I mean, hell, how many years did we go through at Washington with 1 tight end? Literally just 1.5 tight ends. The tight end for us has just never been. I mean, unfortunately,
we had some great kind of Chris Cooley. Yeah, Davis.
No. What I'm saying, Al, is that after Reed, it was like we haven't really, because everybody stayed hurt, or I mean,
that's true.
Remember,
Logan Thomas was nice, and he was doing things, and then he's going through his hurt situation, and we still were able to compete without focusing on our tight end. I mean, our tight end targets were like what, twice a game almost at that point. Bates could catch a pass, but it was like the reason why we talk about it, because it was 3rd downs and long. We was like, wow, he caught it, and it was, you look at his stats, he might have had 4 catches. So we're not a tight end team.
We're not
in the middle.
Okay, let me brighten your day. Trey.
Brighten it up.
We picked up 2 linebackers. Trey Walker from Idaho. Drew White from Notre Dame. Okay. Unrestricted free agents. UDFA.
Fine. I'll take it. Anything to say that we are considered looking at that
Those guys
spot.
are not making a team, man. Come on,
They might not, Al, but you know what? Who was that guy we had that one year? And he was, man, these two names, they synonymous because they were like Batman and Robin. It was like the one white cat and the brother with the dreads, and they played well together. Who was that combo?
Tight end?
No, linebacker.
Oh,
they were
I have
linebackers.
no idea.
One was the man, I'm gonna think of his name. He was the Mike, actually. He became the Mike, and then the brother, they worked well together, man. We were like surprised because we were like, wow, look at this crew. We were happy to see him on. Okay.
I can't remember the names, but the last person undrafted that made the team was the Waterbug last year. He made the team. He's the last person to make the team as an undrafted
preseason.
He had a great Waterbug had a great preseason.
Preseason miracles, baby.
Miracles, yeah. He's the last person to make the team.
He was a crowd favorite.
Hey, I mean, they're talking about picking up, older linebacker. Hey, what's the dude that just left the team that got hurt 2 years ago that was real slow? Talking about picking him up too. Bostic.
Well, they say they like Bostic because he knows the position.
He knows
he's in the right position.
Yeah.
But at that point, you might as well play Mayo.
Mayo's
just as slow.
Yeah, they the same. Yeah, they're the same.
You just need somebody in the middle who knows how the defense.
Well, Mayo's still there though, right? They picked Mayo.
Mayo's still there. No, we re-signed him.
We re-signed Mayo. Yeah.
So he's there. I just don't think
he just can't get to the outside and make a tackle to the outside. He can't get outside the tackle. He's just too slow.
Right. That's why you got Holcomb and Davis. I don't think if you put Holcomb in the middle as the Mike, we have nobody on the outside. Nobody to pick that slack up, unless you bring the Buffalo nickel down.
Yeah, they talk about the Buffalo nickel gonna be the base defense.
It is. He said it's gonna be playing 50% of the time.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the base defense. So you're gonna have one of the safeties playing kind of like a linebacker.
However they do it, and we picked up a tight end too, Amari Rogers, who's like 10 foot tall. So
we got like a basketball team at tight end. Our tight ends are tall.
Basketball and track, that's what we do.
Yeah. I mean, our tight ends are big.
We got two cornerbacks, so 2 wide receivers, a safety, a quarterback, Cole Kelly, I think he's 6'7". Nothing to really mention. I'm just saying,
Those are fillers, though.
We are right now scouting the USFL to see if we can find anybody that can play. So we're waiting for that season to be over to see if we can snatch somebody off of the team.
Well, look, the class of 2022. We got some couple good players. I think we got 3 people that can be key contributors to this year's team. On that, Now I felt like that the Commanders wasn't ready to get just key contributors. We need playmakers. That was my feeling before the draft. Ron and the general managers, the Marty brothers, see it differently. The 2 Martys see it differently. They feel like all we need was fillers. I felt like we need some more playmakers. They didn't pick playmakers. They picked fillers. So we'll see. I'm a supporter. I love the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Let's take command.
All right, folks.
Says the guy before the commander gear on.
Yeah.
Great.
Gentlemen, we'll see.